I started watching Andrew Tate on my For You page, on my TikTok. I was scrolling my TikTok and then I would see this guy saying lots of things. And some of the things he was saying were so ridiculous, like I couldn't believe somebody was saying these words. But as I kept scrolling through TikTok and those other social media platforms, this guy kept showing up all the time. Every time and would say lots of things. And some of them were really directed like towards me. It was like this guy was speaking towards me. So then I started paying attention to what Andrew Tate was saying. And the more I paid attention to what the words he was saying, I felt like he was speaking to me indirectly, telling me to do something about my life. And I remember so many statements Andrew Tate said, and some of them really got me moving from where I was. I started doing certain things that I wasn't even doing. I remember the first time I ever tried a kickboxing class or learning kickboxing and boxing as a discipline is when Andrew Tate said that for him he doesn't stand, when he's in the bar, he doesn't stand just in the public, he stands on the wall. And as every man, everybody needs to have a certain skill on how to defend himself. And when I thought about it and where I live and the level of crime we have here, and I'm like, okay, what would happen in case a man came from nowhere and wanted to harm me? How would I defend myself? That's when I said, okay, now I need to take a class and learn a little bit about kickboxing and boxing and a little bit of some self-defense. And that's when the impact now started. That's when Andrew Tate now started speaking to me in my mind, like he was now directly into my brain. And I knew something had happened. So since then, I kept following Andrew Tate, kept listening to some of the things he was saying. When I started my physical fitness journey, my journey to look better, I felt like there was a lot of impact from him towards me. And even up to date, I still watch Andrew Tate videos. And in most cases, I find a lot of inspiration and a lot of key lessons to learn. And when I also look at his life and what he has gone through, the battles now, the legal procedures is going through, the attack from the matrix, like he calls it, and all that, it gives me lots of lessons on what a man will go through, what human beings will go through to survive. And actually, there's a day when I was starting my shoe cleaning business. I was going to town. I shared a video here, and the police arrested me and took me to the cells. I'd never been to the cells, and when I was there, I couldn't stop thinking about the 90 days they spent in prison, Andrew and Tristan Tate. And I'm like, okay, any man, if you're going through life, you need to get your mind and body prepared for this kind of environment. I was there for a day, and honestly, I'd never experienced something like that. But I kept thinking on what probably they went through for the 90 days when they were in prison. I kept thinking of when did I think that this would ever happen to me? And I was arrested for recording a video of a traffic officer. I was arrested for recording a traffic officer arresting a motorcyclist. It was done in public, in daylight, but I was arrested and being asked, are you a journalist who gave you the right to record? And I get to understand now how the system works, and you can get thrown in jail for no reason. And you need to get yourself prepared for such occurrences and such things. Even as I speak today, when I go out to work out in the gym, and sometimes I don't have the energy to go an extra rep, I'll get my phone, put on some Andrew Tate motivational speeches and begin listening. And every time I'm listening, I feel like there is a lot of work I'm supposed to do to keep going. In other words, I would like to appreciate that, yes, watching them helped me start on a journey of self-improvement, helped me start on a journey of personal growth, helped me realize that as a man I need to be better, let me realize that as a man I need to listen to people who help me become better. And to me, it wasn't somebody physical or a physical mentor. To me, it was somebody I met online, somebody I've never met, somebody I would never know that when I listened to them, my life changed. Somebody that will never know that they did something in my life that really transformed me in a certain way. But now I not only listen to Andrew Tate alone, I also listen now to other people. I watch a lot of other people who I feel are helping me change my life. And so many other people that help me feel like I'm grounded, I'm aligned. Every time I want to leave like the course and fall off the line, I really go back, listen to what they have to say. I may not agree with everything they say, but now I've also started picking out what I feel like, now this is important, now this is helping, this is crucial. And when I pick that out, I feel like it helps me in my growth journey, it helps me in my improvement journey. And Now, for Andrew Tate and the rest of his kind in that area have helped me so much in my self-improvement journey. But there are quite of other people that I now follow, listen to, books I'm reading in other journeys, let's say in the journey of entrepreneurship, relationships, fashion, dressing better, etiquette. And I feel like if you have somebody you look up to, people you're watching, they will in fact impact the way you perceive life and the way you take life. So these are my key learnings. One, I've come to understand that the people you listen to, the people you watch, the things you watch will impact the way you think, the way you react, and the way you behave. Fact. Secondly, I've come to understand that if you want to grow or improve in anything, business, your physical fitness journey, anything, health journey, you need to be able to listen to people that will help you achieve those goals. Like, you would not want to improve yourself and then you're watching a guy who's telling you that working out is not good. You need to find somebody in an area where you want to become better and then watch, follow, listen, and understand what they are telling you, because they're going to help you focus and grow in that journey. And then thirdly, what I've learned is, yes, we might have these people we watch and listen to, but yes, we'll not take everything the way they said. Sometimes I listen to certain things like, okay, Andrew says, and I agree, most of them, like 90%, are really okay. Some of them you filter out and you're like, okay, yeah, I agree with him on this, I agree with him on this, I agree with him on this. I think I don't agree with him on this, might not apply to me. And then you probably leave that out or take the other, leave the other, something of that kind is. As you're listening to these people that help guide you, even me, that help guide you or take you on a journey of growth, you need to be able to filter as a person and know, this works for me, this doesn't work for me, this takes me to the next level, this doesn't take me to the next level, I'll take this, I'll drop this. And finally, in this journey, when you have people you're trying to grow with who are helping you grow, try to make sure you consistently follow them. Try to make sure you're consistent with them on the journey. And find other people who can make you better by speaking words of wisdom, words of encouragement, words of insight into your brain that will help you grow in this journey. But for me, I would want to thank the Tate brothers, Andrew, Tristan Tate, and every other person in my life that has helped me start this journey and helped me walk this journey better. Remember, don't forget to subscribe, follow, like, and comment my channel as we go through this journey of self-improvement and personal growth.